Semi-finals of the Australian Open tennis. The teenager battling back from a medical timeout to beat Venus Williams in 3 sets. Nick Marshall McCormack is in Melbourne for us. Nick, I called it all wrong an hour ago here on BBC World. I thought Venus was on top and Madison was looking tired and injured. What happened?
And you would have been singing Sisters Are Doing It For Themselves. Well, unfortunately, that sister showdown, the Williams showdown that we were hoping for in the semi-finals, with all due respect to Madison Keys, of course, it does have that illustrious title, doesn't it? Well, Venus is out and Madison did it really well in 3 sets. She had an injury timeout in the second, and we saw Venus sitting there patiently picking away at her nail polish, hoping that Keys would come back on so she could finish her off. But Keys seemed to have all the energy when she came back out. Her hip problem or her leg problem, whatever it seemed to be, disappeared. And Keys adequately had all the nous to put away Williams in the 3rd set to make it through to the semi-finals. She is the only unseeded player in the women's, so she will play either Serena Williams or Dominika Cibulkova, who are on court right now in the 1st set. Serena has beaten Cibulkova 4 times out of 4. The 5 times Australian Open champion here is pretty much the favourite for this one. It's 1-1 on serve in this game, but in this set, should I say, Chris. But am I going to put my money on the line? Yes, I think Serena will do this. I think she is right on track for her 6th Australian Open title.
You keep putting your money on the line, Nick. You must have lost a fair bit by now. The men's games after this, of course, we got the #1 seed Novak Djokovic in action, and also Japan's rising star Kai Nishikori.
Yeah, Chris, I'd call this a match for the purists, really, because we're not going to have that big serving that we saw from Nick Kyrgios versus Andy Murray. What we're going to see is a balance of Wawrinka's power from the baseline and Nishikori's sort of speed and skill at the net. He's a very calm, measured player now that he's got Michael Chang, his coach, in his corner, the former French Open champion. We were speaking to Michael a day ago, and he was saying how he's using his experience of getting to the Australian Open final here as a runner-up, and also his experience of winning that Grand Slam at the French Open to help his young pupil get over the defending champion Wawrinka.
I think he's been handling it pretty well. I think there's always going to be a little bit of an adjusting period of time, and you know, I think he's probably going through a little bit of that. You know, at the end of the day, you know, I think when he comes out and walks out on the court, you know, hopefully he's still just focused upon his tennis, and there's obviously going to be a lot of things that come along with, you know, doing very well and having success. But that's all part of it. You know, nobody ever said that you know, being the best tennis players in the world means that you only have to worry about your tennis. It's never that way.
The world #1 Djokovic is aiming to reach his 26th Grand Slam final. Should I say the 25th, sorry. That is 1 short of Andre Agassi's 26. And their careers are halved in that time span. Djokovic has only been on the tour for 11 years, and he is doing so well. This tournament, he hasn't dropped a set. His tennis has looked superb. But does he have the nous to get past the young Milos Raonic? Well, he has beaten him in the past encounters, most recently in the French Open quarter-final last year. Djokovic thinks he's got the composure and the calm since he's had his baby and got married to Yelena. Here's what he had to say about his tournament so far.
Generally, it's a positive feeling. I mean, I haven't dropped a set. I'm in the quarterfinals, and yes, I had some tough matches, especially in the last 2 rounds. But I had also, you know, quality opponents, and you know, a few points decided to win. I think I dropped a serve only once during the whole tournament. That, as I said, is a very encouraging fact, and I gotta motivate myself, and obviously use the off days to work on a few things. There are a few things that I think I can do a little bit better, but overall it's just it's a positive feeling going into quarters.
Nick, have you got any money left? Yesterday you were telling me Nadal was going to win his match, and he didn't. It looks to me as well that Djokovic clearly is the man to beat, and really it's his final to lose.
At least I wasn't pulling splinters out of my rear end. I never sit on the fence, Chris. I had a go at Nadal. No one would have picked how well Berdych played. Look, I think you're right. Djokovic has got the strength and the game and the technical ability to beat Raonic, but it will be his toughest encounter yet. Djokovic in 4 for me.
Thanks very much, Nick. Great stuff. And I'm feeling very comfortable in this seat here, I have to say. Chelsea have stamped their name on the tickets